Hello, how is everyone? Happy Monday. Hope your week is starting out great so far. I know it's early. Hold on, let me do that again. But hey, I wanted to chat with you guys because we only have 10 days to completely take advantage of the foundation deal that's going on right now. That's our Flawless 4 deal. And I know some of you are like, I'm not sure which foundation to get. Hi, Jenny. So I wanted to chat about that today and how important your foundation is. Because I know for most of us, that's kind of what sets the stage. It's like the canvas for your face and your makeup. So I just want to talk about the different kinds of foundation and the benefits, pros and cons of each. So that is what, and I'm just getting out the ones to show you guys. And we will chat about it. And that way it will hopefully help you guys realize which one you might want or what you want to try. And then don't get scared about us doing this online because I can help you pick a color and we can make sure you get the deal. So to start off with, let me tell you a little bit more about the sale that's going on right now. So every month we have what we call our kudos, and that is just a special on some existing products or new products. For this month, it's 4 of our amazing kind of must-have basic products. The first being our face primer. You want to have face primer on before you put on your foundation. It's going to fill some of those fine lines. It's going to provide a good base for your foundation. We have a hydrating primer, which I know I'm going to love more in the wintertime. I don't wear it right now because my face tends to be oily. Or we have our regular primer. Both are fantastic. And then our foundation. And we're going to talk a little more about that. But also in the deal, just so you guys know, we have concealer and then also our setting product, which is either a setting powder or setting spray. Okay, so lots of information. That's what we're going to talk about. But let's talk about foundation because to me, that's sort of the basic, kind of the anchor, if you will, of this whole deal. So I am going to use our liquid foundation today, and let me tell you why. In any of these foundations we talk about today, you can use with the deal, by the way. But our liquid foundation, so this is the one that I initially fell in love with. As you can see, it's very much a liquid. It's a liquid foundation. This bottle lasts like a really long time, like probably 3 to 4 months. You see, I don't use very much product. Where is my brush? Hold on. So I like to use a brush to apply. Although I cannot find my brush. Hold on a minute. Okay, well, I normally like to, oh, here it is, sorry. Our brush to apply. So what I love about our liquid foundation brush is the bristles are a little stiff. So it does a great job of moving around the makeup and, you know, basically smearing it on your face, for lack of a better word. I'm sure there's a better word, but the liquid, all right, so here are the pros and cons of the liquid. So the liquid dries to a matte. So if you like a more dewy finish, you may not like this one as much. It is great for dry or oily skin because it's not very dry since it's a liquid, but does dry to a matte, so it works well for oily or dry skin. And I'll be honest, I mean, that is the reason I fell in love with actually all of Younique, but especially the foundation, is because at the end of the day, it has still a very good finish. And Jenny's telling me she loves it too. It dries to a matte and it has great coverage. So the liquid, however, one downside is that it's more of a medium coverage. So it's not a full coverage product. So if you need, you know, if you've got some pretty significant blemishes or, you know, you need more coverage, then this may not be the best product for you, although it is buildable. So you can add more to it to make it more of a full coverage. So let me think what else I might want to tell you guys. I'm going to put on just a little bit more on my cheeks. Okay, so I think that that's a good summary of the liquid foundation. So let's talk about spray foundation. So y'all, the spray foundation's brand new. You've probably been seeing me talk about it. I've used it enough now where I feel like I can talk fairly intelligently about the pros and cons. And the color matching for the liquid and the spray and the stick, we'll talk about that in a second, is all the same. So I can help you with that, but whatever color you wear in the liquid is what you will wear in the spray or the stick. So the spray, the biggest difference that I noticed in the spray, and then I'm just gonna move on with my face, guys, while we are talking about foundation. If you have any questions about what I'm doing otherwise, just let me know, but I'm not gonna chat a ton about these products because I'm trying to focus more on the foundation. So the spray foundation, brand new, this just came out this month. And the idea behind it is that it is providing more of an airbrush finish. So I don't even really know how to describe the finish. Go back into my YouTube channel, Angela Clark, and you will see my video on the spray foundation. It is phenomenal. It provides full coverage, and it's just such a smooth finish. So you don't even really look like you have on makeup. It's almost like porcelain, if you will, but not in a bad way. Like it's not too much, but it's just such a smooth finish. It makes your skin look flawless. Like it seriously makes your skin just look amazing. So that is the main benefit of the spray, is just this finish that it gives you. It is very much a flawless finish. Kind of an airbrush. Think like what your face would look like in a magazine. And y'all, I'm serious. I'm not exaggerating. Go check out my videos on my YouTube channel. If you need help with that, I'll post it in the comments. But go check that out. So it is a very smooth finish. Now, I will say the downsides, and it's not really a downside, it's more of a personal preference. I had mentioned how I really like my foundation to be a matte. I like it to look more dry because my face is oily, so I'm a little sensitive to that. The spray is going to dry more like a dewy finish. So a little bit like a sheen, you know, so it's more of a dewy, wet looking. Nothing wrong with that. That is totally 100% a personal preference. I'm just personally, I prefer more of a matte finish. Now, of course, what you can do for that is add on your setting powder, and that will help with that. So as I said, the colors are the same in the spray and the liquid. It is just an amazing finish. I have not had any person who's tried it, and I would say I've had about 10 people maybe try it. Every single one of them loved the spray. I haven't had anyone who did not. No one has wanted to send it back. I mean, that's not to say you might not. I mean, who knows, right? But highly recommend giving that a try. Like I said, I will post a video in the comments of the spray, or the link to the video, so that you can check that out. So next, the stick foundation. So guys, this is a fairly new product too that came out just a few months ago, and it is a cream foundation. It goes on more of a dewy finish as well. Like we talked about, it is full coverage, which is, you know, good because for those of us who need more coverage. Let's see, go with palette 6 today. Let's see, what else do we need to know about? And if you have questions as I'm talking, you know, let me know too, what questions you might have. So the stick, again, it's the same color as the liquid or the spray. It's going to go on, it goes on, it's a stick here, and I have a couple things like that. The spray does work well on dry skin. I haven't had anyone have any issues with that, Jenny. And you may want, I know you said your skin's really dry, you may want to even try the hydrating primer because that would likely help with that as well. But yes, the spray has been fine on all skin types. And you know, that finish, you know, like I talked about, that dewy finish probably works better on dry skin. I mean, I'm assuming that that's why it stays more dewy on me, is because I'm not dry. So it may actually work better on you. So the benefit of the stick, going back to this, so you're going to rub it on in certain areas, and then you're going to take a brush again and use it to put on all your coverage. One of the fun things about these is you can go a little bit darker in it and then use it as a highlight and contour. Lighter for highlight, darker for contour. So it's kind of fun to be able to do that with the consistency of the stick. So it's much more of a cream, much thicker. So I didn't mention that. This is a huge difference. I'm sorry, let me back up. The liquid, as you could tell, is pretty lightweight because it's not a thick liquid. The spray foundation, you don't even feel like it's on your face. It's like there's nothing on your face. It is so completely lightweight. And then of course the cream, just by consistency, is going to be a little heavier on there. Okay, got it. So let's see. All right, so we have 2 more foundations that you can get in this month's bundle on sale. So one is our powder foundation. And I know many people use and love our powder foundation. I am one of them. I don't use it really every day, but like especially when you're in a hurry, this is what I call my 5-minute face. When I need to just have a little bit, and I'm just adding a little contrast here in my eye makeup. This is palette 6 for those of you wondering about these fabulous colors I am putting on. Definitely my favorite. Yeah, our powder foundation. So let me talk about that. So we have 2 kinds of powder foundation. We have a mineral-based powder foundation, which is going to be much more dry. So Jenny, I would not recommend it for you. It is very dry. So it's extra oil absorbing. So if you've got oily skin, it's amazing. So it's kind of bright. I personally love that because, as I said, one of my things is that my skin tends to be oily. I don't want to be shiny. Try to make sure that's even. So I love our powder foundation for that reason. Now, if you like powder, but you're worried about what I just had to say about it being dry, we also have a non-mineral. So that's the difference, is the mineral powder is much more drying, and the non-mineral is not. So again, I'm going to be asking you, I broke my powder a little bit. Which are you, dry or oily? And then we can make the best selection from there. But the non-mineral is more of a silky feel, so it's not nearly as drying. Both are full coverage products. Let me figure out what I'm doing here. Both are full coverage, so they give you all the coverage you're going to need. Go on smoothly. They come with a sponge applicator. I put it on dry. And like I said, I love our powder foundation. So you can use it alone as the foundation. It has full coverage. Sometimes I will even use it on top of my liquid foundation just for a little extra coverage. And also if I feel like I'm oily for some reason, like if I'm going to be outside and I know I'm going to be sweaty or something like that. So that is our powder foundation. And again, mineral is the one that's a little more dry. Non-mineral is the one that is not more dry. And then, guys, so if I'm overwhelming you with all this foundation talk, don't worry. Just let me know what you like and we will figure out the best one for you. But for those of you who I know are trying to figure it out on your own, and maybe you're going to go to the website and, pick out your own Kudos bundle, absolutely go for it. My website is angelasmakeup.com. So you can go do that anytime. I can help you with the color match. Or if not, everything's 100% guaranteed. If the color doesn't end up right, we can fix that for you. But anyway, one more product you can get in this bundle for the face, and that is our BB cream. So for those of you who don't need much coverage and perhaps you just need a little extra moisture with a hint of color, then our BB cream would be great for you. So just to give you an idea, it's got the consistency of a moisturizer. So it's going to be very moisturizing and not have much color. Oh, so my friend Jenny's saying that the stick foundation does great in covering up her daughter's freckles, which I'm sure are adorable, but we all don't like what we have, right? I was just having this conversation with my son and his hair. So he's like, I don't like my hair. I wish my hair was something else. And I'm like, oh my gosh, everyone's been saying that since the beginning of time, right? I wish I had curly hair. You wish you had straight hair. It's all the same. But anyway, BB cream. Not much coverage, but very moisturizing. So there's certainly a place for that. If you don't need much coverage and your face is dry, you'll want to think about BB cream. And I love that you can get that in the Flawless 4. So we talked about the 4. You saw I didn't put on my primer. I know, Kim, we all want what we don't have. That's what I told him. The Flawless 4. So I put on my primer before we jumped on, just because you literally don't want to watch my face primer dry, because that's like watching paint dry. You're going to put it on about 5 minutes before, let it dry completely, and then put on your foundation. So I love that you can get your primer. I'm going to talk while y'all are looking at how awesome these lashes are. If you've not tried Epic Mascara, we need to chat about that. But you get your primer, you get your foundation, any of the ones we're talking about, including BB cream. You get the concealer, and then let me put on my face powder real quick. And you get a setting product. So it can be the setting spray, as I mentioned. And again, if you're dry skin, you might want to think about the setting spray. If you're not, I would recommend the powder. The powder is translucent, so it's not going to have any color. It's not going to add any coverage at all. So it is simply to set your makeup. And what that means is that it's going to stay on longer. It's going to stay on all day for you. And it's not going to be transferring, like getting all over your phone, all over, you give your husband or boyfriend, hopefully not both, a hug. You don't want it all over his shirt. You get the idea. So that is the point of the setting product. So you're going to get that also in the deal. And let me just tell you guys, because if you're thinking, oh, I really don't need that, maybe not, but the foundation we're talking about is about $40. So the liquid's $39, the spray is $42. So it's about $40, including the BB. And you can get all 4 products for $99. So basically what that means is you're getting your foundation for free once you go through that. So again, have you tried Epic Mascara, guys? Pretty awesome. All right, so let me finish this. And you can see that the translucent powder gives me a great finish. So I've said several times my face tends to be oily. I don't want to be shiny. So I love that powder gives me that finish that I'm looking for. The spray, similarly, especially if you have dry skin or you like the dewy look, which, I have heard is supposed to make you look younger, then you may want to try the spray. I will say the spray is very refreshing and it serves the same purpose. Helps your makeup stay all day. And I have customers who just swear by the spray. I think I just prefer the powder because, as I said, I'm so, adamant. I don't want my face to be shiny. But both work great. So at that point, I think it's just a personal preference. I typically recommend if you get the powder foundation, you may want to go with the spray setting product, or if you get the liquid, then you may want to go with the powder. So again, totally personal preference. But seriously, guys, all 4 products for $100 is a steal. And you can get the brand new spray foundation. You can get the liquid, you can get the BB cream, or you can get the stick or powder. So lots of options. Okay, so that was what I wanted to cover today. I've been asked a lot lately, which foundation do you like? Which one do you prefer? And, again, it is such a personal preference because you heard me talking about all the different things I consider when I'm using one of these products. Like how much coverage I need. Like if I'm just going to be maybe sitting out by the pool and just want a little bit of coverage, I'll use my BB cream and then have my SPF powder on top. If I am, for my work, I almost always use the spray or the liquid. The other thing I didn't really mention about the spray that's super exciting is that it does dry completely. Even without the setting product, it's going to dry completely. So it actually helps really minimize the transfer of color. So if you have a really, even after setting, maybe, our skin's all different, right? So some people still have problems with transfer even after setting it. If you're still having that problem, then you can totally try out the spray because it does dry completely. One of the things they were showing us on the videos when it came out was spraying it on a like a balloon, and then after a couple minutes, rubbing it with their fingers, and it didn't move. So pretty amazing. Now I am finishing my look with my Successful liquid lipstick, one of my favorites for sure. And then I did forget to do my brows, so let's do that real quick. So while we have just a couple more minutes, what other questions do you guys have on the foundation? I have fallen in love with doing my brows, making sure to fill them in. Like I never really noticed it being a problem until I started doing it. And we have an amazing brow palette, which I should get out and use more because I think it would look better. But especially when I'm in a hurry, just using our brow pencil, like check out the difference there. Makes such a difference. Okay, so any other questions about foundation? Like I said, if you've not seen me do the spray, I'm going to put one of my videos, which you can see anytime, guys. I post all of this on YouTube. Look for Angela Clark, follow me, and you'll see those videos. And you can see, you know, I've covered different topics like eyeshadow blending, foundation. You know, I'll put this one up there. And if there's ever something that's not there that you'd like to see, let me know, and I would love to do that for you. And then look out before some Halloween looks. I'm going to be doing that in the next few days, I think. I'm a little worried. I may have to do a practice or two. And I think that's it, guys. Surreal Blush, Palette 6. I know I was talking, I didn't really tell you guys all the details. Perfect Eyeliner, Epic Mascara, Dark Brow Liner, and Successful Liquid Lipstick. Guys, that is it. Have a great Monday. Let me know if you have any other questions, and I'll be sure to answer those. Or if you need help figuring out your colors, let me know, and I'll be glad to color match you. Have a great day, guys. Bye.